In related news, Minister of Transport Kumar Welgama expressed the following views at an event held to appoint new railway station masters.
Do you have a mental picture as to who will follow Mahinda? Will the United National Party secure victory at the next election? The majestic elephant of the Northwest, who can also sing, came over to this side yesterday. Earlier, Johnston also came to this side from the Northwest. One by one, they are joining the government. You have a responsibility to work for the government and win your rights. Appointments are granted to 107 railway station masters.
And now let's take a look at the newspaper cartoon of the day, which we selected from amongst today's English newspapers.
On Words of Wisdom tonight, we take a look at the thoughts of renowned Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw.
He knows nothing and thinks he knows everything. That points clearly to a political career. George Bernard Shaw, Irish playwright.
Getting back to local news and one of our headline stories tonight, former Northwestern Provincial Councillor Anand Sarath Kumaro, who was released on bail on charges of making a teacher of the Navodaya school in Navagattegama kneel in the school premises, was returned to remand custody today. He was remanded for violating bail conditions.
Former Northwestern Provincial Councillor Anand Sarath Kumara appeared before the Anamadu Tourism Magistrate Court today. The case was taken up before Putlam District Judge and Magistrate Ranga Disanayaka. Attorneys appearing on behalf of the aggrieved party pointed out that the former councillor had violated his bail conditions by threatening witnesses and making statements to the media. The deputy principal of the Navodaya school in Navagattegama, Nimal Jayaratna, who previously filed an affidavit in court, informed through his attorneys that a certain group had influenced him to do so. The deputy principal also said that the witness statement he had provided to the police was true. The magistrate, who took these facts into consideration, ordered for the former Northwestern Provincial Councillor Anand Sarath Kumara to be remanded once again until the 8th of August.
We highlighted Article 14(1) in the Bail Act. The magistrate has the power to cancel the bail that is granted after considering all facts. The magistrate who examined the facts presented decided to annul the bail based on Article 14(1) of the Bail Act. The magistrate ordered for the accused to be remanded until the 8th of August.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the Yatkyanthota Pradesh Sabha, who was arrested over bribery allegations, was remanded until the 2nd of August. The order was issued when the case was taken up at the Colombo Chief Magistrates Court today. Officers of the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption arrested the Pradesh Sabha chairman on the 12th of this month. He was arrested while soliciting a bribe to provide a permit for a poultry farm. Furthermore, 5 persons, including Deputy Mayor of the Morto Municipal Council, who are suspects in the murder of Venerable Matigathan Vimalavansatera, the chief incumbent of the Egodu Uyana Sunando Pananda Vihara in Mortua, were further remanded until the 8th of next month. Presenting a report to the Morto magistrate, the Criminal Investigation Department said that it is yet to receive the Attorney General's advice on the case.
A complaint was filed with the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption today against the mayor of the UPFA-governed Nuwara Municipal Council on grounds of financial irregularities. The complaint was filed regarding money received from sponsors of the Nuwara Vasantodane 2013 that should have been debited to the public fund of the Municipal Council but had instead been debited fraudulently to another fund.
Deputy Mayor of the Nuwara Municipal Council, Tissa Senaviratne, lodged a complaint at the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption this morning.
නගරාධිපති අරමුදල කියලා අරමුදලක්
There is no such fund as a mayor's fund. It has not been mentioned in the municipal council ordinance. This is a fund that was created illegally. Revenue that is generated by the municipal council cannot be debited to this fund.
කරන ලදයි හැඟෙන දෙයකින් ලැබෙන ආදායම් මේ අරමුදලට බෙර කරගන්න බෑ.
A Pradesh Sabha member was killed in a motor accident in Min area last night.
The accident had taken place when the vehicle the Pradesh Sabha member was travelling in crashed into a bridge and fell into a lake. The accident occurred in an area between Min area and Rotavavar. The deceased was UPFA member of the Hinguranke Pradesh Sabha RB Ratnayaka. 44-year-old Ratnayaka was a father of 3.
A recent US report states that if recurrence of conflict in Sri Lanka is to be prevented, the international community should help the government respond to the needs of all communities in the island nation. The report was compiled by a group of individuals, including former Secretary of State Madeleine K. Albright.
The report was published by former Secretary of State Madeleine K. Albright and former US Presidential Envoy to Sudan Richard S. Williamson, co-chaired by the organization Responsibility to Protect. The report also touches on the conflict in Sri Lanka. Identifying the concrete steps on the will and capacity of US decision makers to respond in a timely manner, the report states that if a recurrence of conflict in Sri Lanka is to be prevented, the international community should help the government respond to the needs of all communities in the island nation. The report also adds that a national reconciliation process is needed to address the wounds inflicted during the nearly 3 decades of conflict. The statement reiterates that despite the high number of casualties, the international community did little beyond issuing statements of concern during the conflict. The statement adds that the international community neglected its responsibility to take timely action when it was apparent that violations of humanitarian law were taking place.
On business news tonight, the Capital Maharaja Organization's ERP or Enterprise Resource Planning Project, codenamed MARS, commenced yesterday. The official kickoff of MARS, or Maharaja Resource System, was marked with a gala ceremony at the Stein Studios in Ratmalana.
It was actually just less than a year ago where NASA managed to land a rover called Curiosity on Mars's surface. The amount of pre-planning that went into getting that rover to land perfectly, avoiding any obstacles on a planet surface that really is unknown to us, was incredible. And I think that brings us really very close to what we're doing here, and I see a big parallel in it. In another 9 months, when we switch on, we go live. It's called a Big Bang approach. It's going to be an exciting time ahead of us. This system is going to become the backbone of our organization. And I, for one, can't wait to see what happens next.
Let me assure you, and I'm not trying to scare you, this journey is going to be equally difficult. Let's not even for a while presume that the task is going to be easy. Because the goals on efficiencies is the end result of this project. The transition from BPX to SAP is not the primary goal. That is a means to the goal, and that's got to be remembered.
The MARS system will feature the latest ERP technology from SAP, which is used by many of the Fortune 500 companies, as well as cutting-edge technology from IBM.
When we actually sat with you for a period of almost 4 years, we saw the organization change from what it was in 2006 to what it finally was in 2012, and that change was incredible. For SAP, I'm very proud to say it, the largest single deal this country has ever seen. So you might have seen large conglomerates before you who have embraced SAP, but they at no point in time did they go for the big bang approach you so courageously took. And I'm looking forward to see it go live on time and become one of the beacon implementations for SAP in this country.
You're changing from a present system to a system that will take you to the future. You're changing the way you work from what you have to what, without modification, what you will get. That is the way that IBM too looks at things. And we are sure that when this project goes live, I'm saying when it goes live successfully in 9 months, you will understand that IBM has been there with you, just as I said, in the true sense of partnership right along the way.
Group Director of the Capital Maharaja Organization, Eshani Mudalige, made the closing remarks.
Finally, SAP has been launched. The countdown has begun. It's up to us to make sure that the journey to Mars is smooth and the landing is gentle. Well, at least to make sure that there is no huge crater. Every implementation is its people. This implementation is no different. I'm very sure that all of you are going to drive this to a success.